people, I'm back. 2 Cents, my podcast. I'm your man Nino. Again, please continue hitting that like button. Continue, please, with them subscriptions. Thank you very much. Appreciate the fans, the audience, and my listeners. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't thank you enough. Thank you. I mean, this is just love, Again, please come with the comments. I don't care if they negative or positive. I enjoy it. Please come with the comments. Say what's on your mind. Tell me what you didn't like or like, and I'm not going to trip about it. Only thing I'm going to do is take it with a grain of salt, do good, continue to try to do good, and, just do what I do, my podcast. So, I got a topic, and I love this kind of topic like this. This topic was women making more than her spouse, or a woman making more than her spouse or partner. Is it a problem? A woman making more than her spouse or partner. Is it a problem? In other words, fellas, if you're in a relationship with your woman and your woman is toting or bringing in more income or a heavier bag than you, is it a problem? Well, I'm going to try to say my little bit about it, my 2 cents, my few little pennies, and then whatever you guys think, that's what's up. But I love that topic. That was a great topic. It depends on the couple's individual dynamic and values, not universal truth. See, it ain't what somebody's saying. It depends on the individual and their values. Challenges related to power dynamics, traditional gender roles, open communication, and mutual respect, shared values can navigate these situations. It could be challenges. A lot of men who have egos and commonly male pride may find it a little bit intimidating that their female spouse, partner, or counterpart is bringing home a greater bag financially than theirs. See, men may feel less superior and more inferior not holding up their end of the relationship bargain. A lot of men are macho. They want to lead. They want to take control. But a lot of this, of a macho and leading is, I'm the provider. I bring home the biggest bankroll. My knot is the fattest than my lady or my female counterpart. See, now, you have men that have women bring home a bigger knot or financial bag than them, but that's kind of like a kept man. And a kept man is more, to me, like a pimp man, or a man that's basically told what to do by the woman, but he really is getting this kind of treatment because of what he does when they get in the bedroom. But on this situation, these two people that come together, both go and get a job, both, after get finances, want to work, and used to being the one that brings home the most money, whether they by themselves or in a relationship. So it takes some adjusting to do. Because again, a real man might feel a little bit inferior when in his mind he thinks not only as I'm a protector, but I'm her provider. And for me being a provider, whether we have kids or not, I have the biggest annual income, or the annual, I get the most money every week, or every bi-week, or once a month. My check, my comma, my zeros are larger, I feel, than my wife, my spouse, or my female counterpart. Traditional gender roles. If the situation applies and is presented completely from the past, the present, and the future, common terminology, expectations, the man is the provider, as I said, and the protector. He's the solid infrastructure. So, being number one, though the man is the provider, and being the provider means financially take care of everybody, taking care of everybody, making the most capital, has a larger income. See, I know it's changing now because women are getting out and putting themselves, even if they are in marriage or in a relationship, putting themselves in good position financially because their women are being considered considered so they can have a nice job position where they make a nice amount of money. But the traditional gender role still is the man holds down everything. You know, I don't want to go back to real old school, you know, kind of like when we go back to where the man works, the woman stays home, the housewife, take care of the kids, make sure the house is done, and the man goes out, put in the work, pays all the bills, buy the car, you know, buy the clothes, buy the food. The man, that's all his responsibility. So that's the traditional gender roles. But this is the 21st century, and so things change now. I believe a man probably could accept it better, even though a lot of men are changing and turning over a new leaf. But a lot of men could accept it better if it gets to them, if their and their spouse or their partner at least was making the same amount of money equally. Some men is still this hard to accept that this is their wife, their spouse, and she is raking in way more dough than they are. It's just a hard pill to swallow. And a lot of it, they cannot swallow. It gets to a man. I mean, a lot of men, it does get to. I have seen relationships kind of take all of a sudden end cost of that. And I will say this too. Sometimes the woman is cool coming out the gate like that, but if she continually is doing that, she will start to try to say the man is lazy, he's not applying himself. And see, that makes a man feel a certain way because you was okay like that at first, and not that I'm not trying, but now you think because you doing this a minute or so, with longevity, meaning the woman, you know, making the most money over the man, now she wants to get the griping. So I think that's why a lot of men say, still, I feel better if I'm the breadwinner, you know, if I make the most dough, you know, if I put the M's, if it come to M's, or the thousands, or the hundreds, or the Ben Frankies, or whatever you want to say, I put some in the bank account, in my bank. Not nothing wrong with my wife or my spouse doing it, but the majority of the money that's being put out for us to survive and function as a family is coming from the man. Ego and self-watch. Though a lot of men may insist, and they do, it isn't a problem their female counterpart is raking in more dough than they are. Human nature a lot of time overcomes reality, and also egotistical materializes. Men feel macho when they're making or cashing in more money as far as income. They feel that their partner, the female, making more dough. They feel that now she will try to control, because you know us as men, even if we ain't controlling, we want to feel like in control. But now, a lot of men feel like if the female is making more money, now, that gives her the green light to control. And I've seen that too. Kind of like the kept man. But when the female making more money than the male, now all of a sudden she has to tell the man what time to be home. You know, you can't go out with your homeboys, all this and that. You need to be in by a certain time. Not treat them like a child, but they are the breadwinner right now. So they figure they call the shots. Just like if it's vice versa, when the man is the breadwinner, he calls the shots. So I believe a lot of times that would kind of irks a man too, because a woman now is making all the money, and we know about women, we love them, but women gonna be nagging down a brother's back if they ain't making no money, if they just a common housewife, if they just a common girlfriend, whether he's making more money or not. But let them get to be, you know, bringing in more of the paper, more of the revenue, you know, showing annual income. Say she done made $80,000 this year, and the man ain't made but probably about $40,000 or $50,000. Oh, that woman gonna be like, wait a minute now, you know, I'm the soul, I'm the queen of this. I run this. You follow my lead, because by contrary in how weird it is, a lot of times who makes the most money really does who call the shot. Because what's the most integral thing in the world? Even though it can be evil done from it, it can be a lot of things, but money, whoever makes the most money, whoever is subject or have the potential to make the most money, feel like they're the one that should be answered to. How to navigate. Open communications. Couples should sit down, discuss, and make sure that they're on the same level of energy when it's coming to the expectations. By chance, if the females land a better job than the male, or more of a lucrative job. That way, if it's all explained out, maybe now the feelings won't get all wrapped up into it. Yeah, you have to sit down. I believe that too, because still a man feel like he should leave, but then I'm going to put it to you like this, fellas. You shouldn't hate on your old lady if she gets a more lucrative, job. Sometimes it's just how the punches roll. You shouldn't get mad about it. You shouldn't feel less about that. Because remember, if y'all married, y'all are to death do us. Not to death do you, or to death do her, to death do us part. Y'all are in this together. Sometimes that's just how the dice roll. She might get a little bit more than you right now. It's not going to say that she's going to be more lucrative than you throughout your whole marriage, every year, or the majority of a marriage. But me, myself, I would want to leave, but I wouldn't trip out if my old lady maybe land something a little bit more lucrative than me for a moment, especially how times is now, because sometimes a woman can get a better position than a man. More lucrative, whatever. But it don't mean this is going to be eternally. It just might be a little hiccup. It just might be temporarily. No reason to lose your cool. No reason to crash out. Go jump off a bridge or nothing. This could only be just momentarily. Things can, just like that change, things can change drastically. I wouldn't have no problem. Hey man, remember, we in this together. We married. What's hers is mine, and what's mine is hers. I'm not no problem with it, because I'm still a man. And much as I would love my old lady, If she get the yapping off and she making a little bit more money than me now, and she's getting out of character and getting too cocky, I'm going to quietly, nicely, calmly reassure her that no matter what you making in, babe, or whatever, and I appreciate what you're doing, I'm still the man of this household. I'm still the man. You know, don't get it twisted. Flexibility and adaptability. Both partners have to open the possibility of changing a financial landscape. Just get used to it. Women are getting high dollar jobs. Now, fellas, don't make you a less of a man. Just what I'm saying. Women, man, this is the 21st century. Man, things like that don't happen. That don't make you no less of a man. Will make you no less of a man. Shit, I'm going to get my old lady to come in. I'm going to take her to that bedroom and put it on her even more now. Because she's getting out there and acting up, showing out, getting that money. Oh, I'm still going to do me and get my money too. Because still, I'm a man, even though she's making more money than me. I always let her know, I don't have to depend on you. I appreciate what you're doing and everything. And I appreciate you getting out and get this grind. And, you know, you was fortunate to be blessed to be put in a better position than me right now. Well, let's not just get it. Let's not go crazy. Let's not go kamikaze off of this. It's not going to bother me. Hey, it's your time. I done shine and took this family and been the mainliner or being Mr. Dollar Bill for the longest or Mr. Dollars. Now it's time for you to be Mr. Dollars. You know? Because I'm going to encourage her too. You know, I'm not going to get mad at my old lady because she's doing good right now. Again, I appreciate her because no knock. There's a lot of women won't get out there and do nothing. So why would I knock her down if she got a job right now a little bit better than me? That's just how the time goes. Do you people know how inflation is right now? Do you know how the times is? And I know basically this work, you know, these work genres, these work platforms, these work agendas are basically for men. But women are stepping into this too, peeps. Women are stepping into this too. Women will have jobs and positions at the highest points, at the highest of promotions, through the better of companies, the betterment of the company. And I'm talking about, you know, Fortune 500 company, good company. I'm not going to trip out on my old lady because she did that. And I'm not saying that's just me. Now, a lot of men are different. You know, a lot of men are different. But I'm not, because I know the grind I done put in. Think of it like this, fellas. Instead of just getting mad about it, and I know you're traditionally a man, getting upset, just figure that this was old to you. You done worked hard, possibly. Y'all done been in a marriage, say maybe 20 years, 10 years, and maybe, you know, 5 years. You have been the sole man holding down everything. Y'all got kids, holding down the kids, the wife, her paying the car note, doing all this. Like a car note, paying bills for the kids to go to school, so they go to private school, all of that. You know, all the outside functions, activities and everything. Now, the man upstairs has blessed your wife to get in position. Now, just figure that might be a blessing for you. Just look at it like that. Shared responsibility. A lot of responsibility can be shared. Example, the household uses labor duties for the woman, or what the woman had to do. Now, partners can go Dutch or half and have equal input exercise. That's right. Now, again, it's usually seen as the man go out and do the work, the woman take care of the house. But now, I have to say it, it's stay home dads. And if they not stay home dad, they work, but the wife's job is more prominent now. So come home and you have to take care of your duties, what the wife used to do. Y'all just had role reversals. There's not nothing wrong with that, because remember, people, y'all still to death do us part. For richer or for poor. Remember them vows. From death do us part, for richer or for poor. So now, if the wife riches a little bit more, still y'all not poor. Because remember, when your riches was a little bit more, y'all wasn't poor. Don't hate because her riches, or she hasn't got up on her game, and then y'all doing y'all thing basically because she's making more money, because y'all still a family. It's all good. I'm just me speaking experience. I mean, that's just me speaking. Nino. Now, everybody has their own objective. I'm pretty sure everybody not going to agree with me, and that's the great thing about opinions. But, you know, it's no problem to me. You know, I'm a man, and I will provide, and I will protect, and I will take care of my wife and my family. But if something comes up, and my wife is put in position that she has a better job financially, stability and everything for a moment or whatever, I'm not going to trip about that. Because for one thing, we married. It was her time. You know, things happen for a reason. I'm not going to trip up. I'm not going to lose no confidence. Because I'm still the man I am, matter whether she makes the most money or whether I makes the most money. And my wife don't know who Nino is, just like Nino don't know who his wife is. No matter how long my pockets is, or how short my pockets is, how big my bank account is, or how small my bank account is, how long the money in her purse is, or how short the money in her purse has got, how long her bank account is, or how short her bank account has got. I'm still the man, she's still the woman. Whether we married or in a relationship, I still know my role, she still know her role. But if she get into that bag a little bit better than me speaking personally, I don't have no problem for it. I don't have no problem for it. Momentarily. Now, I still have ego, but I don't have no problem for it. Because I can see what fellas still will just traditionally like, man, I don't feel right doing this. But again, y'all are in a partnership. And what comes with a partnership is what's yours is hers. What's hers is yours. Y'all together as a family. Women making more money than their spouse or partner, is it a problem? Women making more money than their spouse or partner, is it a problem? Is it a problem? 2 cents, my podcast. I'm Nino.